Work I do at VPP, we get messages on LinkedIn, Instagram, Signal, WhatsApp, Facebook. They come in from everywhere. But this was an Instagram message, the strangest Instagram message I've ever received. And it was just a young woman saying, crying with sirens in the back, I'm dead. Then a video message comes in 1 second behind it of a wall of flames. I call. It's a young woman we have in a very safe, the highest level of security safe house in an upscale area in a Central Asian country because she's a high value target to an Islamist organization. We're sheltering her until her visa can be processed for humanitarian parole. And the building caught on fire. She was surrounded by flames. She called me. She's surrounded by flames. And she says, I'm sorry, brother. She's crying. I'm sorry, brother. I'm dying. Like
Mm,
she's sorry. She called me to say sorry for dying. And I said, are you standing up? She said, yes. I'm like, lay down. And she lays down. I say, touch your nose to the ground. I said, do you know the way out? She says, yes, but I
mm,
can't. It's too hot. I'm going to
mm,
die, brother. She calls me, I'm dying, brother. I said, you owe me your life. You were going to crawl. Go. And so I'm telling her, crawl, crawl. She's screaming, it's so hot. I'm dying. I'm dying. I said, sister, keep going. The phone goes dead. And I'm lying in bed in this hotel in Cleveland, tears pouring down my face, going, Lord, what is going on here? What is this world? What is this life? Here I'm feeling sorry for myself that I have to be, like Gerard says, a part of this. Why am I a
mm,
part of this? It's too much already. And I'm thinking this like in a second. Seems like a year, but it's like maybe 4 seconds later, she calls me back. Sent me a video. She calls me back. She's crying. I made it out. I made it out. I'm like, run from the building, go find water, rinse your face off. Then she sends me a video from right around the building. And she's crying. You can hear her crying. And then I kind of had this weird epiphany as I was lying in bed that morning. Like, there's no escape. I always talk to my wife, we're going to retire in Madrid in 10 years or this or that. In the life of the Christian, there is just no escape, that we are the sacrifice. Our life is a sacrifice. And some of us, it's we have a child with autism or a spouse who struggles with, bipolar disorder, or we're running a small, struggling business and we employ 7 people. We all have, different struggles, or we throw ourselves into our community and our Lions Club and we are scout leaders, or we play chess every night at the old folks home, or we do prison ministry, or maybe we're struggling with mental illness and it's just enough to keep myself together to be as charitable to my family as I can be. I've been that guy too, right? So we all, as a Christian, we are the sacrifice. This ethno-nationalism sees others as the sacrifice. This is the difference. The two temples, these are very different ways of seeing the world.
mm.
And I am grateful. I wish I could be that cabana boy that didn't know, was 53, been surfing every day since the 90s, playing volleyball at tourists, drinking Mai Tais every night with the guys, whatever you do as a cabana boy. I always worked in Hawaii. I'm from Hawaii. When I worked in Waikiki at bars, there were always those 50-year-old guys who've been working on the beach and at the beach bars their whole life. That's beautiful too, maybe. But whenever I think about that, I am actually very grateful that God has given me the grace to know and love my neighbor and not to be distracted by ethnicity or by religion. Um, and to know that it is my vocation as a human being. Every human being has the same vocation. Christianity shares with us fully through our revealed religious truths, our purpose, which is to love God and love our neighbor. And this debate in some religious traditions of who is my neighbor, it's a very pernicious debate. If your religion has a debate on who is your neighbor, that's pernicious. That's gross. Your neighbor is the human person that your life touches.